Let's Talk Crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is December 14th, 2021, and Bitcoin is looking slow and tricky. Okay, let me tell you all, if you're trading this, kudos to you. It's not for the faint of heart. Few people can trade this successfully, and few people could even read Bitcoin's recent price action. It is all corrective. It is very, very challenging to make heads or tails of. And it is the reason your favorite alts are acting kooky, because Bitcoin, with its market dominance, holds sway over all of these other projects, okay? So until Bitcoin can finally get some rhythm in an impulsive, even in a partly impulsive mode, you're going to see some crazy erratic behavior from your altcoins. Now, what the hell is Bitcoin doing? Yesterday's video, I said the bottom was in. Why? Very simply, I was reading a simple reversal pattern that on the balance of probability happens and completes. You get an A, a B, and a C wave, okay? And after that, you get a small pivot and a reversal. Okay, now, what happened and why did we keep going down? I don't know why fundamentally, but I can say why we, on the charts, kept going down and what happened, okay? So I'm just going to remove this temporarily here. This. Here. Let's just remove this temporarily. So yesterday, around here, around this point, I said that we were getting the reversal because, around this point, because we had completed the C wave. But right after, and I counted 5 waves in an impulse. And actually, I was correct. And I was beating myself up most of the day because I was like, how did I get that so wrong? And I had gotten stopped out and I was getting frustrated. And I just felt like most other people felt who were trading to the upside, who were expecting a reversal. Why are you continuing to go down, right? So I looked at it more closely and I see that we did indeed complete an impulse to the downside, okay? We completed that C wave. Actually, we completed it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We completed it here. We had a big wick, just like I said, an exhaustion of trend. And right after that, we went up a little bit and we went back down and we had another impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another impulse, okay? And what are we seeing here? We're seeing basically a continuation of this impulsive sort of action downwards. All right, so that's basically what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. The best and safest thing to do is not to long until you break trend. Okay, what does that mean? So to break trend would mean literally you're making a trend line. You can use a trend line and you can see that the trend is down. Okay, we have more than 2 points connecting. This is the safest way, even safer, more safe than trying to count the waves, okay? And you can see boom, boom, boom. And here finally we're breaking trend. 1, 2, 3. But still we don't have reversal. So it's best to wait for confirmation right here until we get an impulse, an actual impulse, 5 waves, right? which would denote an impulse to the upside, a pullback between, the 382 and the 618, and then make your entries here to the upside. That's the best move. It's difficult because it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of patience to wait for that setup, okay? You just want to get in. That's part of the game. All right, self-mastery is part of the game in trading, right? Waiting for your high probability setups. Or else, you can hit it from time to time, but the more you go into trades without waiting for your high probability setup, the more time elapses, the more chances you have of getting wrecked, of wrecking yourself, right? Because you're not consistent. You don't have a consistent system. So this is important, okay? So I am seeing impulses down, and are we done? I don't know. I tried to count this 1, 2, 3. This looks like a third wave right here. Let's get out the pen. This looks like a third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. This looks like the end of one of the impulses, okay? This looks like wave 1. And if that's wave 1, then this is wave 2 right here, okay? Oops. And then this is wave 3. This is wave 4. And now let's measure that. And then this would be wave 5. All right. So that being said, it does look like we have 5 waves. Let's see if we can have some confirmation with some measurement, some Fibonacci measurements. So let's see if this indeed is wave 2. We would have start of wave 1, bottom of wave 1, wave 2 came up to between the 382 and the 618. Okay, check on that. Okay, now let's take the fib extension from wave fib extension from wave bottom of wave 1 to top of wave 2 to see wave 3, and wave 3 looks like it hit the 1, so that's okay. That's a truncated wave 3. And then let's see, a wave 4 comes between the 236 and the 382 of, so wave 3 goes, the top of wave 3 is here. Yep. So wave 4 would be, sorry, I'm trying to get this magnet to catch. No, I would go from the top to the bottom, not the bottom to the top. Yeah, that's right. So looks like we got a bit of a wick. Is this the top of wave 3? This is the top of wave 3 here. Okay, still, yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. And see, this is the violation here. This can't be a wave 4 because it goes all the way to the 0.5. So my original premise of being 2 corrections is more likely, meaning we got what I thought to be a complete ABC right here using I hope you guys appreciate this. This is my analysis. This is what's necessary to really be able to kind of come with a high probability read on what the market's doing. So once we hit this, I thought this was it, right? And then we continued and we got another ABC correction. And this is why I'm actually expecting more downside, okay? Right here, end of trend. Right now we get another ABC. That is not a wave 4. This is not a wave 4, but this is a B wave right here. This A, B, C. Do you see that? This is the B wave. I expect more downside. This is why once I get out of my long on this this pullback here, I'm going short, okay, for a small scalp. Not on Bitcoin, obviously, but on a link, because I'm not trading Bitcoin right now. Not that it really matters, because Bitcoin is so influential that everything kind of acts similarly, but I I just don't like the idea of trading something that is in corrective state, because once it goes impulsive, it'll still be kind of in a corrective mode. Okay, so I hope everybody sees this. This is really, really complex stuff, right? It's a bit complex. It's not like that, it's not rocket science, but essentially you got an A, B, C. So I called for a reversal here. We didn't get the reversal because we got a compounded. This magnet's really driving me crazy. We got a compounded correction. So we got one correction up. We sort of came out of that correction, and we had another correction. And here is the one that I erased in the beginning. This is the other correction. It goes from here. From here. Okay. So this is an easy trade. This is a high probability trade. You can do it in Bitcoin, but I wouldn't do it in Bitcoin, just because you do want to be careful trading assets that are in corrective modes. You can go ahead and do it, not financial advice, but I'm not doing it. You can just trade anything else that is not in a corrective mode. And if you're wondering what that is, things like Link, things like Litecoin, I wouldn't necessarily trade Litecoin, but technically speaking, it's in impulsive mode. It still has to hit its B wave. So anyway, this is an A wave, this is a B wave, and this looks to me like a, let me turn the magnet back on. So top of this purported A wave, down. Maybe this is the top. Right here. Looks like this is a zigzag correction. Okay, if this is the top of the A wave, there's a chance that this B wave go higher. Okay, this B wave go higher and hit at least the 786. We've seen this before, because can't be half pregnant. You're either a flat or a zigzag. If you're a zigzag, you fall between the 0.5 and the 618 retracement. Your B wave does. If you're a zigzag, you go from the 786 to all the way to the 1618. But you can't be in no man's land. If you breach the 618, you're in no man's land until you hit that 786. So it's very important. See, this is like, detail. It's all about detail. When you're measuring these things, you want to identify here what the top of this A wave is. So this was the end of our C wave, exhaustion of trend, wave 5. Then we got an A, B, C. The top of the A wave, I believe, is right here. So if I'm correct, then this let's just measure it and make sure we're getting all that weak. This is coming up by just a bit more, at least. It can come up. It needs to touch the 786, because right now it's breached the 618, but it hasn't yet touched the 786. And once it comes up here, it has to go back there. It has to give you a C wave. This is what I'm seeing in Bitcoin today. I'm seeing more downside. Temporary upside, followed by more downside. Once we get here, it is possible that we get another one of these corrections. You don't know. We're so early. Our market's manipulated, but I don't like using that as an excuse, right? Traders who fail, you'll see them talk about market manipulation and whales dumping and stuff like that. Like, If you want to be a successful trader, you trade what's in front of you and you don't make any excuses. You press the buttons, you take full responsibility. You can only change and control that which you are responsible for. You can only respond to that which you're responsible for. So if you want to be responsible of your P&L, your portfolio, your wins, your losses, you don't make any excuses, right? If this is manipulation, it looks like manipulation to me, but whatever, right? It is what it is. The market is what it is. Accept it. So, like I said, I would do a trade at a time, little by little. If you want to trade, this is the next big trade right here, big quote unquote, right? This drop in the C wave. But again, be careful if you're in a long. Don't wait well, just be mindful, right? On the bounds of probability, we're going to come up here, but nothing's 100%. So this may be the last sort of rebound, or this may be a break. I don't see this breaking though. And here we're going to get a little, let me indulge this for 1 second, okay? Let's see if we can't count this B wave. Let's see. Okay. Now it's slow moving. It takes a while, i.e. it's complex. It's a complex correction, okay? So that's, and obviously it's slanting counter trend, so you know it's a complex correction. Now you try to count it. And W, complex corrections are counted WXY and WXYXZ if you're new to the channel. X, Y, I think this is X2. I think we're going to get a Z to the 786. That's my hunch. Okay. Again, be careful. You never know. So just wait. If this is it, okay, and we're not getting an X2, then we're going to go back up to the 0.5 of this. We're getting back up to the 0.5 of this move, at least, before turning around. We can go higher, but remember, any retracement, zigzag or flat, has to come to at least a 0.5. So that would be your exit point if you're currently in a long, which I am. I'm just going to be watching this. I'm going to set an alarm for the 0.5 and make sure that I don't miss this in Link, obviously, because I'm trading Link. But see, that's the beauty of tracking the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large, because pretty much most everything is following suit. Okay, now on to Link. What's it doing? If you watched up until now, you have a great idea of what it's doing, because it's not any different. As you can see, I have my alarm at the 0.5. I want to see what it's doing at that point. If it's looking like it's topping out at that point, or it's going a little higher, then I'm going to get out and then I'm going to go short. Same thing. I'm looking for more downside before any more upside. And be very careful, my friends. You do not want to go into a trade prematurely. Wait for the break of trend. The trend is what you should be following, okay? So if we're going down, then you're going to trade down. But again, if you want to trade a reversal, wait for the break of trend, the retest, then trade the reversal. But up until then, there's many trades that you can take, okay? So same as Bitcoin, here in Chainlink, we got our A wave, our B wave, and our C wave, which seemed to be complete right here. Okay, this is what I called incorrectly as the reversal, okay? And again, I was beating myself up, like, how can I be that inaccurate? What's wrong? How can I not read anymore? Like, I've never been that off. Well, I haven't been that off in a long time. But upon further inspection, that was indeed the end of C. But we got another A, B, C. This is what I'm going to trade, okay, after I wait until this trend is finished to the upside. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Hope to see you all on the live stream today at 5:45 Eastern Standard Time. And trade safe, keep your losses small, and wins big. Bye.